Hi there, this is Cherie Parks, your host at Everyday Moodlings, or one of your hosts anyway. It is January, and that means it is time to talk about planners. So January 1st had obviously come and gone, so I am not a New Year's resolution person. Maybe some of you are, maybe you've stuck to your resolutions, maybe they've already faded into the past. But one of the things I love about January is setting up new planners and thinking about all the things, all the possibilities of the new year. So last year I shared that I had moved back to a paper planner. Actually, this is my third year back with the paper planner. Last year I used the Erin Condren planner, and I really do love this planner, but it had two fatal flaws for me. And so I chose to go with something else for 2016. I did a long blog post last year on this Erin Condren planner, so I'm not going to talk much about it, obviously, in this video. That's not what this is about. So if you are watching this video anywhere other than on the blog, if you go to the blog post, and there are links for that, you will see links to all of my other planning posts from the past, including my Erin Condren one, where you can really take a look at what I thought of her planner. I do love the bold, bright colors of her planner, and how I was using it, and yada yada yada. You can see all of that, as well as other tips for using a planner. So what were the two fatal flaws? Well, one was kind of the price. I thought it was kind of expensive for the what you got. I think if I'm going to spend that much, then I'm just going to go a little bit above that and buy a Filofax or a Franklin Covey planner. I probably would just go back to that route. But my planner and using a paper planner is a lot about fun too, so I wanted to kind of stay the more creative route. In the blog post that I've already mentioned, I also talk about why I like a paper planner and why I like decorating it. Because I could easily use my phone, and yes, I have a brand new phone. I actually just got this yesterday, so I'm still messing with it. I'm still lost with it. But the point of showing that is I still use my phone regularly as a planner. I still have a calendar in there, keep lots of notes in there. But I also like using a paper planner. So this year I went with the Happy Planner for me and my big ideas. Again, it solved my two biggest issues. One, the cost. This is a much less expensive one, plus I got it at Hobby Lobby with a coupon, so that's a great price. But two, and the more important reason for the switch, way more important than price actually was for me, was the fact that I could customize this one. I can add and remove pages, and that was really important. There were pages that I never used in my Erin Condren planner, and there were things I wanted in there that I couldn't. And one of my big goals for this year was to get down to a single planner, because if you remember last year, if you watched that or read that blog post, and you knew I was using a number of planners, because I also had one for the blog and classes. I had a to-do list and all that kind of good stuff. So I have combined down to one planner and my beautiful new phone. So, Happy Planner came originally with 18 months in them. And when I first bought it, I thought, oh, what a waste. I don't want 18 months. I already have a planner that goes through December. But it actually turned out really good, because I ripped out those first 6 months and I was able to put in the back all of my blog information and newsletter information and class stuff. So you can buy extra inserts to go in your Happy Planner. You can buy a punch, a paper hole punch, so that you can add in your own sheets, which is what I've done here. I've just printed out I created my own calendar for how I wanted it to look, added it in there. A number of different planner pages I created for both blogging and workshops. So I put that all in the back. So that actually worked out really, really well. Now, my weekly planning is pretty much the same as it was last year. Yes, I like to decorate it. That's part of the fun to me. I like using stickers. I get my stickers from this year. Last year I got them from Etsy, but this year I changed up who I was getting them from, and I'll put a link in the blog post. I like her stickers because they are matte, so I can write on them really easily. And so there are other things I like about this planner. Erin Condren had a big space on the bottom that I didn't really want or use, so that's gone, meaning my daily slots are bigger. I still change up the titles to meet what I need, but this is part of what I liked. I liked that I could add stuff in so that I would have it with me. I also made up some extra cards to put in here for projects, and then just some extra to-do lists that don't really kind of fit anywhere else. So I still love my paper clip to find my spot. One of the other things I like about this planner is this kind of overview for the month. I haven't gone in and filled them all in yet, but I do like that. The big downside to this one is I don't feel like it's quite as bright and happy as my Erin Condren one, but that's a small thing for me because, as you can see, I'm going to decorate it anyway. So if you're looking for something a little more customizable, I would recommend the Happy Planner, or I also really did like the Heidi Swapp one as well. I actually really like the layout of her weeks. And so I can say if I hadn't gotten this one, I probably would have picked Heidi Swapp instead. But this one so far has worked really, really well for me. This is going to be a short video because there's a lot of information on the blog about the various different planners and how to plan. I reposted a number of the posts from the past about planning and how to set up a planner and how to choose a planner. But again, if you're looking for something that's fairly inexpensive, and because we always want to have more money to spend on other things like washi tape and stickers, right? I still love my friction pens. I still use them all the time in my planner. But everything else has pretty much remained the same, how I set up my week, and that has worked well for me. So again, if you're looking for something that's a little less expensive and customizable, then I recommend the Happy Planner or Heidi Swapp's planner. Either one of them are great. They got a little more gold than I would like, but all in all, a really great design. So if you have any questions for me, please be sure to let me know. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief overview of my new planner and how I was using it, including the back pages, which, you know, if you have a blog or if you have something else that you need to keep track of, these are a great option for just creating your own pages and adding them in. So again, if you have any questions, please be sure to let me know. I know it was quick. There's a bunch of information on the blog, like I said, and all this week we'll be talking about planning and goal setting. So be sure to stop by and check it out. Until the next video, I'm your host at Everyday Moodlings, Drury Parks.